Hey everybody, welcome. Welcome to Friday Power Flow. I'm Heather, I'm the Yogi. This is a 35-minute flow practice. We use this practice to create a foundation for our day. So if you're ready, I know you're ready. Let's get started. We'll begin in Ragdoll. Come onto your mat and join. Come on into your Ragdoll. This is a 30 or 35-minute practice. But if you don't have time, if you feel like you don't have time for the whole practice, that's okay. You can get on your mat. You don't even need a mat for the beginning part of the practice. And come into your Ragdoll. Set your feet about hips width distance. Your hands can dangle or come to blocks. You can put opposite hand into the crook of opposite elbow. And just take a couple of good deep breaths. Take a big breath in. Then a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. So yeah, if you have time for this whole practice, then stick around and we'll practice together. But if you don't, or even just a few moments before you get going with the rest of your day, can create a shift, create a good foundation for the rest of your day. Take a deep inhale and a long exhale. Here you might have a little bit of a bend in your knees. You move your head around a little bit, maybe shift the weight of your body around. Feel out your foundation. Feel out your foundation. And if you hit the ground running and you never stopped to pause, you might not have much of a foundation for your day. You might feel like you're just jumping from one thing to the next. Allow yourself to slow down. Even just for a moment or two, take a big breath in, then a long breath out. And bring your hands down to your mat and step back to your downward facing dog. If you want to come into your child's pose, you can come into your child's pose. Even as we move through this flow, we flow, but we also pause. And in every pose, you can take the time to feel your foundation, create a strong foundation for yourself. Fingers spread wide here. Heels can soften. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. And if you want to add in some movement, you can add in some movement. Again, feeling your foundation, even as we move through the flow, right? Always connecting down. And connecting into your breath. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. On your next inhale, come on forward to your high push-up, high plank. Fingers spread wide, shoulders track over your wrists. You can keep your knees lifted, or you can drop them down for a little more support. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Hips lift. You might have some room to bring your chest just a little bit closer to your thighs. That will help you lift your hips. And then that will help you lighten up on your wrists and your shoulders. Inhaling, glide forward, high push-up, high plank. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward, high push-up. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Here in your downward dog, take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And from here, walk your hands back to your feet. Keep your hips high, strong core. Feet can stay at hips width, or you can touch them, bring them to touch. And come on up to stand. Reach up, lengthen a big breath in. Hands to your heart, exhale. Here you can set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. And you can set an intention for your practice, for your day. Your intention can be part of your foundation. Together, let's take a big breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, sweep up, reach up. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, flat back, inhale. Bring your hands to your mat. Walk yourself out to your high push-up, knees lifted or lower. Take a big breath in. Move forward, halfway down or all the way down. Low push-up, chaturanga. Big breath in. Upward facing dog, maybe your cobra or your low cobra. And as you exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Take a long breath in here. And a big breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. Take a big inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up. From the ground, lift up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga, low push-up. You can step or jump back. You can drop your knees if that works. Upward facing dog, a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Set your hands. Set your feet, check in. So as you move through the flow and then land in a pose, check in. Notice your foundation. Feel your breath. You can set your gaze or close your eyes, drishti focus. Take one more big inhale. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands high, heart lifts. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale. Upward facing dog. Exhale. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Breathe in. And breathe out. One more big inhale here. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale all the way up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold forward. Exhale. Utkatasana. Chair pose. Set your feet. Bend your knees. Building from the ground up. Set your feet. Big toes can come to touch. Keep just a little bit of space between your heels. You can also work with your feet apart. Big piece is feeling your feet connected to the earth. Hands can reach high. You can extend through your arms. You can also bring your hands to your heart. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. And take one more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Right foot steps forward. Warrior one. Virabhadrasana. Spin your back foot flat. Set your front foot flat, straight. Set your back foot flat and your back toes point just a little bit forward. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Setting your gaze to one unmoving point helps a lot with physical balance. Sometimes it helps to see where you are, reminds you of where you are. I've said this before though, if you're practicing at home, sometimes you set your gaze and then your eyes start to wander and you see all the things that need your attention. So it might work better to close your eyes. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Be open to exploring, feeling it out, so you can create the best experience for yourself. Take one more big inhale here. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps forward. Warrior one, rise up. A generous amount of space between your feet, front to back, and maybe a little bit of space right to left between your feet. Some room to even out your hips. On this side, it's left hip back and right hip forward. And even press through both feet. Connection down, more than pressing down, connecting down. And you can lift up out of your hips. Lengthen through the sides of your body. Let the crown of your head reach up. Hands higher at your heart. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. A big inhale. And a big exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Soften your shoulders. Soften your face, your jaw. Take one more big inhale. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps, warrior one, back foot flat, rise up. Exhale, hands to your mat. Chaturanga, low push-up. Upward dog, inhale. Downward dog, exhale. Left foot steps, warrior one, rise up. Exhale, hands come to your mat. High push-up to low. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a deep inhale. Then a big exhale. Breathe in. And breathe out. Another full inhale. Exhale. Step or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit down, reach up. Fold forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Inhale. High push up to low push up. Exhale. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot steps. Warrior one. Back foot flat. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Add some space between your feet. Let there be some space between your toes, space between your fingers. Set your gaze or close your eyes. Tune into your breath. A big inhale. And a big exhale. And you might find some space between your thoughts. Right? So instead of just jumping from one thing to the next, one thought to the next, you can land here. Feel grounded. Feel supported. Allow some ease, some joy. Spin your palms to the sky. And take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Reach up and go back. Still that big bend in your front knee. Long and strong through your back leg. You can find a place that works to land your left hand. Take a full inhale here. Exhale. Hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Right foot again. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out to your warrior two. Take your right hand high. Reverse your warrior. Exhale. Hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog. Take a big breath in. Downward dog. Breath out. Take a big inhale. And empty out. Take a full breath in here. Exhale lightly. Walk or jump to the front. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet. Feet are even. Bend your knees. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a big inhale and twist to your left. Right elbow towards the outside of your left leg. Set your feet so they're even. They can be together or apart. A steady, even press, right to left. Then a little more weight in your heels. Hands press evenly at your heart. Chest lifts, long spine. You can keep your hands together or you can open up. Right hand reaching for the ground. Left arm extends up for the sky. Maybe a side crow. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. So whether it's chair twist or side crow or another pose, feel your foundation. Create a strong foundation for yourself. Take one more big breath in. Fold forward. Exhale. From here, half moon on your right. Right foot standing. Right hand in front, little to the right of your baby toe. Left leg starts to lift. You can bring your left hand to your left hip, or you can take it up towards the sky. A block under your right hand might be really nice, tented fingers. And you can explore the best place for your right hand. If it's too close to you or too far away from you, unintentionally throw yourself off balance. Drishti helps a lot here. Connect through your standing foot, lift through your leg, press out through your lifted heel, take a big inhale, drop back to your warrior two. Take your right hand high, reverse your warrior, exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, inhale, downward dog, exhale, right foot steps, warrior one, rise up, open out, warrior two. Right hand high, reverse your warrior, side angle, Parsva Konasana, right elbow lightly on your right leg, left arm up to the sky. You can take a peek at your left hand. You can take a peek at your toes. Feel where you are. You can see what you're doing with the different parts of your body, but also feel what you're doing with the different parts of your body. And feel that your whole being is present right here, right now. Body, heart, spirit, mind. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Wrap your top arm around behind your back. Come on into your half bind or your full bind. Just realized, looking at my clock, that when I set the time, I set it wrong. That's okay. I think I know what time it is. Take a big inhale and a big exhale. And take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Inhale, reach your top arm up, pause, and bring both hands down to your mat. Spin to the ball of your left foot. Step your left foot in halfway or third of the way. Take your right foot a little to your right. You're setting up for your forward fold. Halfway lift as you inhale. Lengthen and fold over your right leg as you exhale. Your hands can be on your mat, on blocks, or your right leg. And you can soften one or both knees. Take a long breath in. And a big breath out. With your hands on your mat, connect into your right foot, lift your left leg. Standing leg raise, standing leg split. If you want to play around with this, you can bring one or both hands to your standing ankle. And you might start by setting your gaze just in front of your right big toe. It's more challenging if you set your gaze back behind you. That's what I've been working on. Strong core. Take a deep breath in. Lightly drop back to your crescent lunge. Rise up. Open out, warrior two. Here, straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes towards the side edge of your mat. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can add a towel or strap between your hands. Drop your knuckles down, chest lifts, a big inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Just check out your feet. If one is more forward than the other, you can even them out. Soften your knees. Let your head drop. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Take one more deep inhale here. Exhale, release your hands. Hands under your shoulders, come halfway up. Pivot around towards the back edge of your mat. Runner's lunge, plant your hands, step back. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Another big inhale here. Exhale lightly. Step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Set your feet, bend your knees. Fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, inhale. High push up to low push up, exhale. Inhale, upward dog, exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one. Rise up, open out, warrior two. Your left foot is straight, left knee can track over your left ankle. If that doesn't quite work, you can ease off. Watch out for leaning forward over your left leg. Shoulders track over hips, long spine. Grounded through your back foot, long through your back leg. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Maybe a little more space between your feet. You can feel that out. Not so much space that your back foot peels up off your mat or that you feel like you have to hang on. So really an intentional foundation. Or maybe you're challenging yourself, but honestly, just feeling your foundation, feeling this breath, being present, that's challenging. This is challenging. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Spin your palms to the sky. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. All these different poses give us the opportunity to practice encountering challenges with strength, with ease, with grace, with joy. Take a big breath in. Exhale, hands down to your mat. High push up to low push up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps, warrior one, rise up. Open out, warrior two. Take your left hand high, reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push up to low push up. Upward dog, take a big breath in. Downward dog, breath out. Take a full inhale. And a big exhale. Downward dog or child's pose, breathe in. And breathe out. One more big inhale here. Exhale, step or jump to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Feet are even, hands come to meet evenly your heart. Take a big breath in, twist to your right, left elbow towards the outside of your right leg. Your left knee wants to come forward and your hips want to swing out to the left. So you can notice that starts to happen. You might be able to even out. Take your time with it, not pushing or forcing. Rinsing out. One breath at a time. A steady foundation allows you to rinse and release maybe some of the stuff you don't need right now. Hands can stay together. They can open up. Side crow is an option. There's all kinds of stuff we hang on to, stuff that we don't need. But in this moment, it might just be that random thought that pops up. And instead of hanging on to it, rinsing it out with your breath. Take one more big inhale. Fold forward, exhale. Half moon on your left. Left foot standing, left hand in front. A little to the left of your baby toe. Right leg lifts. Right hand can come to your hip. You can take it up towards the sky. A block under your left hand, your water bottle, will bring the ground up to you. And that might give you more room to lengthen through your standing leg. Drishti can be down. If you want to shift your gaze, you can walk your eyes to the side, maybe up towards the sky. Press out through your lifted heel. A little bit of leaning back. Take a big breath in. Lightly drop back. Warrior two. Take your left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands to your mat. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left foot steps. Warrior one. Rise up. Open out. Warrior two. Left hand high. Reverse your warrior. Side angle. Left elbow on your left leg. Right arm up. Lift up. Open up. And wrap your right arm around behind your back. Make your way into your half bind. You can come into your full bind. Grounded. 2 feet on your mat. This breath, your intention. And then you can lift up, lighten up, open up in your own way, in your own time. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Reach your top arm up. Both hands come down to your mat. Spin to the ball of your right foot so you can step your right foot in halfway, a third of the way. Left foot just a little to your left, setting up for your forward fold. Hands on your mat, on your leg, on blocks. You can add in a halfway lift, long spine, and come into the forward fold. Let your head hang down towards the ground. If your head doesn't hang down towards the ground, if staying in more of a halfway lift works better, absolutely stick with that. If you're folding forward, but you're still holding your head up, let your head drop. Big inhale. And a big exhale. Hands on your mat, connecting to your left foot. Right leg lifts, standing leg raise, standing leg split. Hands pretty close to your left foot. Drishti, either in front of your left big toe, or drop your head back behind you. You can bring one or both hands to your standing ankle. There's all kinds of stuff on my mat. Makes for a nice drishti, picking one of those spots of stuff. Take a really big breath in. Drop back to your runner's lunge. Rise up, crescent lunge. Open out. Warrior two. Straighten your left leg, toes pivot towards the side. Interlace your fingers at your low back. You can work with a different hand variation. Lift on your inhale. Fold forward as you exhale. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Feet are set. Soften your toes. You might come a little bit forward to the balls of your feet. You can soften your knees. Another full inhale here. Exhale, release your hands. Hands under your shoulders, halfway up. Pivot around towards the front. Right toes point forward. Come to the ball of your left foot. Plant your hands. Right foot steps back. High push-up to low push-up. Inhale. Upward dog. Exhale. Downward dog. Take a deep breath in. And a long breath out. Bring your feet together a little bit forward. Extend your right leg up to the sky. Bend your right knee. Down dog, hip opener. If you want to flip, you can let your foot pull you over. You can also work with your left knee down. And from here, come on into your half pigeon. Right hip rolls down, right knee comes forward. Feel your left leg, let it extend behind you. Feel where you have your right foot. Sometimes there's room to wiggle it to the left and forward. You might roll to your right hip and fold forward. That's okay, but you might be able to lift a little bit. Draw your right hip back, left hip forward, and then lengthen and fold forward. If you want to put a little bit of support under your right hip, if it's way up off your mat, you can. A little bit of lift under your head or your chest, so you can feel more of your body touching the ground, so you can feel a little more supported. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Breathe in and breathe out. Feeling how you can use your practice, how your practice can be part of your foundation for your day, for your life. Bring you into this moment, into your strength and power, but also with a balance of softness, which is so important, I think. So we do encounter challenging moments. Instead of hardening ourselves and reacting, we know we trust, we feel that we have a steady enough foundation, that we are strong enough. We don't have to battle through it, that we can soften, open our hearts, open our minds. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. Set your hands onto your shoulders and make your way back to your downward facing dog. Whatever feels good in the transition, maybe a tabletop with some cat-cows or a child's pose. And feet together and forward, left leg to the sky, bend your left knee for your down dog hip opener. And the option to let the foot pull you over, mindful that you are lifting out of your shoulder or your shoulders. And then come around and into your half pigeon. You can set it up the same way on this side. Can take into consideration the guidelines and then set it up really differently. Take a long breath in and a long breath out. And again, feeling your foundation, so that if you need to adjust, if you want to adjust, you trust yourself, you can. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. Set your hands under your shoulders. One last downward facing dog. Maybe a three-legged dog, a vinyasa, whatever feels good. Take a deep breath in. Big exhale. One more deep breath in here. And as you exhale, step or jump your feet through your hands. Come to seated. Feet forward, hands forward. Strong core. My knees are dirty. Lower back slowly for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hover your shoulders, hover your feet, look at your toes. Hold here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Set your feet flat on your mat and come on up for your bridge or your wheel. Feet flat, straight. As you inhale, come on up. Any variation of bridge, any variation of wheel, any combination. And that includes adding in rest. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. A big inhale and a big exhale. Breathe in and breathe out. Once more, take a deep inhale here. And as you exhale, slowly lower down. Come on to your back. Bring the soles of your feet together. Drop your knees to the sides for Supta Baddha Konasana. And from here, we'll move right into Shavasana. Take a big breath in. And a long breath out. You can add in any last adjustments, poses, whatever leg variation you like for Shavasana. In these last few moments of your practice, integrate everything that you've done so this practice can be part of your foundation as you move through your day and your life. Take a deep breath in and a long breath out. Here you can wiggle your fingers and toes. Let your head roll side to side. Bring some gentle movement back to your body. When you're ready, Drawing your knees to your chest, you can roll to one side, make your way to seated. Bring your hands to your heart. Set your gaze, lower your gaze, or close your eyes. Together we'll take a big breath in. And a long breath out. Drawing your thumbs to your forehead, to your third eye center. Together we say, Namaste. Thanks, everyone. Thanks for joining me for practice today. What a great foundation for our day. What a great foundation for our lives. I'm Heather. I'm the Bent Yogi. I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment, like, and subscribe. Share with your friends. And most important, take care of yourself. Take care of each other. I'll see you soon.